Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing our week 2 check-in. This has been an interesting week, guys. I had some unexpected expenses happen, but yeah, it's been hard. I also decided to add some coloring into my expenses. For example, restaurants will be with a pink highlighter. Groceries, household, and gas would all be green because I don't have a lot of highlighters. Spending and sinking funds would be the orange, and then miscellaneous would be the blue. So we will start on Friday the 10th. My first transaction was actually two chicken plates from H-E-B. So I did spend $23 and that came out of restaurants. So we're gonna highlight that in pink. My son wanted some, so we got that. I also paid 2 of my credit cards that day. On Saturday, the 11th, that was actually a no spend day for me, so that was great. I was happy about that. So I'll put that sticker here. On Sunday, I did a lot of transactions, guys. So I did pay my light bill, so that was good. And we started fine. I went to Berta's to get some barbacoa in the morning, and that was $19. And I decided to pay cash because they do charge a 4% if you use your credit card. So I decided to pay cash, and that was $19. Afterwards, I went to H-E-B to get food and household items and some personal items as well. So for food, I spent $128, and that's because I didn't even have, the store was actually empty, guys. I had gone last Sunday to the grocery store, and I thought it was fine, but I saw there was a lot of missing items, so I figured, oh, I'll go later. No, it was the worst. I'm not gonna go on a Sunday again. I'm gonna go on Saturdays like I used to. So I did spend H-E-B also $22, and then I did some spending items, $23, my vitamins and stuff like that. But that was $128 for food, household $22, and spending $23. Afterwards, I did go to Fork to Fit Kitchen to get my meals for the week, and that was $80. After that, I don't know why, but oh yes, I got a gift card from one of my employees because of my birthday last month, and she gave me some cash. So it was to Texas Roadhouse. So my son and I went to Texas Roadhouse that day, and I spent only $27. That was just for tip included. So that was really good, actually. So that was it. On Monday, I did pay the Spectrum, and I paid the school loan. So that was it for those 2 days. That was a no spend day for me. So I'll put a sticker there. Now, on Tuesday, guys, I wake up, going to work, and my car doesn't start. I was like, what? This is not happening. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so I had to call my boss telling her that I won't be able to go to work, or I can work from home if she wants me to. I couldn't get a hold of anybody to help me. My son was there, but he was asleep. But I called him up and I told him, hey, you know what, you need to help me because I know stuff about cars since I am a single mom. I know how to change batteries. I know how to change alternators. I know when there's a belt thing. I know how to change a tire. Most of the time I don't do it because I do have my kids that help me out now. And I usually call my brother just to help me because of the force, right? But I know what to look for, you know, and you look for your oil change, you look for your water in your radiator and, you know, stuff like that. Well, I think the last time that I changed the battery for this car was more than 7 years ago. And I had actually asked my brother-in-law to fix it, so I didn't even know what was happening. Well, to come and find out that I couldn't find the freaking battery, right? Because more than likely when the car doesn't start and you haven't changed the batteries for at least 2 to 3 years, that's your battery or your alternator. It could be either or. I'm not a mechanic, okay? But so don't think that I am. But from my experience, I've had older cars, and usually that's what happens. Anyways, so I opened the hood of my car and I can't find the battery. And I was like, okay, let me backtrack and remember what happened. Last time he had told me, no, it's under the seat. It's under the passenger seat. Who in the right mind of an engineer would do that? I don't even know. But anyways, so I went to YouTube. I figured out where the battery was. I couldn't get to it. I didn't have the correct tools or anything for that. So my son this time around, he's like, okay, mom, I'll help, because he's already 20. He hasn't gone through the whole, car situation. Or luckily I always get involved, but I was like, okay, well, just do it, help me out, because I might not have the force. I know what to look for, but I don't have the force. So he came out, he helped me out, but we don't have the tools. So I had to go to the store. We went to AutoZone and got the wrench, and then we got the bolts, and then we got the wrong bolts, and then we got the wrong wrench. And so it was a back and forth. But regardless, I spent about, well, actually, let me tell you exactly how much I spent. It was 108. That was a return, and then it was a return, and then that's the difference of whatever I bought. 757, 2705, and then 4002. So I spent a total of 75.72 just on tools alone. Okay, so I was like, oh, OMG. Okay, so I bought that, and luckily my son was able to do it and whatever. We went to drop off the battery, and it was dead. So they charged it, whatever, and the battery didn't take charge. So I had to buy a brand new battery. So $235 for the battery. Okay. So in AutoZone, I spent $310. So I told you guys that my truck was acting weird. It's still, it's working again, but it smells like it's like when I run the truck, it runs fine, but I smell like something's burning. So I don't know what it is. It can be a loose wire or a fuse or whatever. I spoke to my brother, and that's what he said. So I might have to take it to the mechanic. I don't know. And I don't have the funds for that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm stressing out. Anyways. So that's my story, guys. That's kind of bad. But anyways, so I spent $310 from AutoZone. I don't have enough to cover this expense, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll try to see if I can make it work. We'll see right now when I look at my money of how much I have and where I'm gonna take the money. If not, I'm just gonna have to take it out of the emergency, because my car is an emergency. So that one, I don't have an issue with taking that money out of my emergency fund. But I think I want other options, which I might have to do. Okay. And since I got all stressed out, guys, I know I spend money I shouldn't spend money, and I spend more money. So I went to Wingstop and I got Wingstop, and that was $32. It's because I get stressed. I stress eat. I know I shouldn't, but anyways, it happens. I can't control it. Well, I can control it, but I was just like, just give me the wings. Because I get so depressed, because oh man, I wasn't even thinking about that. But anyways, I know it's gonna happen. I just want my truck to wait it out for 2 months. I just need it to wait it out for 3 months. Can she wait it out, or he wait it out for 3 months, my truck, and then we should be good. Okay, so on Wednesday, that was actually a no spend, so I started behaving again. Actually, my son is the one that has been buying food. I haven't spent money because he's the one spending the money this time around. But I told him not to. I was going to pay him back, but he said no. Because I did ask for some stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'll buy for you. Because he was going out with his friends, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to go eat, Mom, so you could eat at the house. You want me to take you something? And I'm like, yeah, sure, bring me Chick-fil-A. So he brought me Chick-fil-A. He really, I got to pay for that. And then on Thursday, the same thing. I didn't buy anything. I think my son did, so that was good. Because I overspend regardless, guys, because of that AutoZone. I don't have the funds for that. And then my groceries and household items have been more than usual because of the eating healthy. It's just more expensive. Yes, so that's the story of this week. But that's okay. Luckily we have the money. We can do it. It's just material stuff. So overall, it's not bad. I'm not going to let that bring me down. Okay. So let's now go check my spending. So for restaurants, I did spend $101. So I overspent by $1 here. Groceries, I spent $208. So I went over by 83. For household, I spent $22. So I had $18 remaining. For gas, I didn't need gas. So that was good. And I had $70 remaining. For spending, that's what I use for my personal items. So I spent $23, and I overspent by 13. Miscellaneous is going to be 0. So I have $5 remaining. Okay, so total spend was $354, and I went over by $4, which is not bad, guys. Okay, I don't think it is. That's not considering my cart maintenance, so that I need to look into, because I did spend $310. So I'm gonna see if I can pay my debit card back. Okay, so now let me bring the cash. We can unstuff this money and pay back my debit card. Okay guys, so here's my wallet. Like I said, I did a combination of spending cash and spending my credit card. So for restaurants, I did spend 101, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 70, 75, 80, 81. And I spent $19 cash, and the rest was in actual credit card. So I spent 101 and I had 100 in total at the beginning. So I need to put this back. And I am short $1, but that's okay. For groceries, I spend it all cash. So that's why I don't have any money here. For household, I use household to cover some of the grocery money. So I'm gonna put this $2 here back as well to cover some of the rest. Gas. Since I went over, I need to make sure that I put this into the category to cover the expenses, because I was short $4 for the whole week, and miscellaneous also $5. Okay guys, so it was a little bit different this time because I did spend over. I still had $4 under, but the $4, I think my buffer could take care of that. So I'm not gonna worry about those $4, okay? Now to cover my maintenance, let's see. I do have some maintenance money, not a lot, but we'll see how much we can cover. Okay, so we need 310, and we have 50, 65, so minus 65, so that's 245. This is real money. I'm gonna put it here. This is real money, and this is not, this is prop money, okay? So I was able to put that in there, so I did. Now I need 245. Card tags has $45. Now normally I don't take off of this, but card tags, my card tags are not due till September, so I still have time, and usually my card tags are less than $100. So I can cash flow that. So I'm gonna use this money as well, so that's 45. Okay, so that puts me down to $200. So that is good. And I think that's all the money that I have that I could use from this one. I'm gonna use my son's birthday money also, because he's still, his birthday is until October. Okay, my son's birthday is not till October, so I can use this funds, $50, $65. So that's prop money, and this is 15 that's going here. So minus 65. So now I just need to look for 135. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into my binder. Concerts again, guys, it's gonna have to help me out. So that's 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Minus 87. Okay, so now I just need $48 to cover that. Okay, so this is real money. 10, 5. This is prop. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Oh, okay, just need $48, guys. Let me see. Mother's Day, holidays, vacation. That's my deposit. Let's see. Let me see. You know what I'm gonna do? I think my son is okay with me not giving him his allowance, or he hasn't asked for it. So I have that money here. So if he does, then I'll get some additional, but if not, I'm gonna use it from here. So I have 40, 60, so 60, so that should cover it. So 48, 49, 50, and then 10. So $12 in his allowance. And that's minus 48. So that's 0. So I was able to pay the amount without touching my emergency fund. Oh, and then he used his $8 that he had in savings. So I'll take that out because of his car payment. So he's at 0 there. And I think that should be it, guys. I think that should be able to cover everything. Now let me count this money. And we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 250, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 95. Wait, oops, I got messed up. Sorry about that, guys. That 10 messed me up. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 250, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 305, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 311. $311 going back to the bank, guys, and that is awesome. We were able to pay that car maintenance. Okay, so that is it, guys. That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And you know what? Before I go, I think I'm gonna use maybe this money also to I'm gonna roll it up, guys, and put it into my savings, just because if my son needs his money, I can use that. And so I'm gonna roll that up. Okay, that's it. Now that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.